Hey guys, welcome to Dance, Sport, and Life. My name's Alex and I'm your host. Today we're sitting down with Anastasia Novikova, who is the current #1 winner of the World Cup in Latin WDSF, as well as an amazing human being, an entrepreneur, and a phenomenal dancer with a great story. Let's check it out. Do you go by Anastasia or Nastya? Or
Nastya is short name is good.
Okay,
yeah, whatever you want.
Well, whatever you want. It's your podcast. It's at Novikova Anastasia, right?
Yes, that's an Instagram.
Yesterday I was looking to tag you, and whenever I typed Anastasia first, I couldn't find you.
Yeah,
so
because it was already taken, so I had to go like surname name. Yes, I wanted cleaner, you know,
Yeah,
like
that would
that.
be
It's
nice.
just because we cannot have L.O.A.D for the website. We also have L.O.A.D 2020.
Okay.
Because that's kind of like when we started, it was L.O.A.D 2020, but now we want to like change it to Life of a Dancer. So.
Okay.
I don't know.
Let's start there. Let's start backwards then. Usually I start at the beginning, but this sounds like it's closer to the end.
Okay.
What prompted you guys to start a fashion brand?
Long story short, we started with vlogs. This was Winson's idea, and then basically we wanted to do something more out of it, and then Winson was always into fashion.
Oh, really?
Absolutely always,
Okay.
like from a certain age, and then we decided that why not to try, because there's not that many brands that do good stuff, especially for men, I think. So we started kind of with men's stuff,
Okay.
and then developed into women's wardrobe as well. So yeah, that was an interesting story. So we kind of took the vlogs name and put it into the brand.
Nice. Do you still do the vlogs?
That's more of a question to Winson than to me,
Yeah,
because
I
I'm
asked
all
him.
down for it, you know. But
You are?
Yeah, I'm down for it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, I think you guys are both really easy to talk to and good at talking.
Thank you.
And now I have
Appreciate
a larger sample size of dancers, and I think part of it depends on what language you speak in, but like for you guys it seems like English is very conversational,
Yes.
which helps you connect with like everyone everywhere.
Yes. I mean, at a certain point, vlogging was a great way to share our behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of dancers were involved in that. But then, of course, you're getting older. And maybe with us, it happened that like we didn't feel exactly the same way as we used to be when we were younger, because you cannot be the same, always just having fun and things. And like we figured out there are different sides of your life as well. And I guess like instead of looking for a new format of how we could present that as well, it kind of like slowed down. So I want to get back into it.
That's good. I'm here for it. I told them, I don't know if I told you already, that whenever we're going to come to Hong Kong next year.
But even with my Instagram, I'm like, I don't see myself going on stories every day and just like putting my face there all the time.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm still figuring out on the format I want to have there. And one of the things I would like to implement is my thoughts about dancing and about some everyday things too, and maybe share some of the view on even fashion stuff, because I mean we are involved in that.
Yeah.
And then I feel like I don't really have my voice in it because I don't share it.
Right.
So give me another few hours in a day and I'm gonna do that.
There you go, perfect. Okay, well then let's start with dance, and then I want to get back to
of
L.O.A.D
course.
and your thoughts actually. Why did you start dancing?
I started dancing like my parents brought me, but I think it was like because they saw me dancing in front of the TV. They were like, okay, let's give it a try. So first they brought me to the Russian national dancing, and then there was already way too many girls, and then they said like, well, she's weak too, like because I was extremely skinny and everything. And then they're like, okay, so they went next door and there was a ballroom dancing. So then like they were like, for us it doesn't matter, like you can just come and try. And then like I kind of stayed there. So that was my way of coming into the dance world.
Did you grow up in Russia?
Yes, until 15.
What time did your parents take you to dance, to Russian dance first?
I was almost 5.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's like exactly the same time as I went into ballroom.
I started the same sort of time, and it's kind of actually. I remember my grandma used to tell me that I used to do this little dance like this in front of the radio for Lambada.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if you know
No,
that
I had
song.
my favorite singer.
Okay, who was it?
I think it was Andrei Gubin. It was just a Russian guy, and like all the time on this Russian MTV kind of thing. And then like I would think I was wearing my pajamas, wearing sunglasses, and I was like just grooving on
Ready
with
to
him.
perform.
And then like my
Performance is
parents
day
were like,
one.
okay, why not?
That's awesome. Did you ever leave dance or think about leaving dance since
No.
5?
No. I mean, actually, I'm lying. I thought of stopping once because I didn't have partner for 2.5 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so then like I was thinking, because I was still quite young, I was 10 years old.
Okay.
And then I was thinking, like, since I'm from Russia, from the border with China, our region is very famous for learning Asian languages.
Okay.
So, and I'm quite good with languages. So I was thinking maybe I'm wasting my time. And then I can go and, I don't know, learn Chinese and go to university somewhere in Asia. Because that's what a lot of people from my school did. And then the partner appeared. And then, yeah, that's where it began.
It's such an interesting, I know it's a little bit different now than it was back then, but now the partner doesn't show up. And then solo is like a thing, right?
Yeah.
Like there's so many.
I don't know if I
mostly
would have
girls.
stayed in solo.
Yeah. I don't think I would have either.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, it's still about partner dancing.
Right.
But yeah, it is what it is. We're developing. The whole world is changing. Speed is crazy. So.
Do you have any advice for the girls? Because I feel like I see on Instagram all the time searching for a partner.
Yes.
For like ever.
Yes.
Do you have any advice on how to get them or how to like cope with being a solo dancer?
Well, don't give up, I think. And I feel that the partner comes when you really have that desire to dance with someone, because I think I'm quite a dreamer. And this was something that I always had a vision for. And I think that's why I would say that God granted me with that. So I am very thankful and grateful for that.
That's amazing.
But I believe like some girls, maybe they're like, yeah, I want to have a partner, but they don't really want to have a partner. You know what I mean? It's like just saying. And then like, so today they want to dance, tomorrow they already don't want to dance. So in those circumstances, like, I don't think it comes.
Okay.
So you really need to wish for it.
Okay.
Then
So you're
comes.
manifesting your partner in a sense.
Kind of.
In like your
Yes.
dance life. Okay, so at 15 you moved to Slovenia?
Yes.
What prompted the move?
Winson. Because I met him there. Yeah.
But did you go there?
Yes, I went there
partner
for a
with him?
tryout. I went for the tryout first, then we came to a conclusion that we're gonna dance together, and then my parents basically moved in like 3 weeks together with me.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have a few questions. So Canada and then Russia met in Slovenia.
Yeah.
Why didn't he just come to Russia? Obviously, you have
I'm from the border, right? So I still lived there, even though like I moved out of my hometown to dance with another guy for the 2 years before I started with Winson. But then we met in the middle because Winson was training in Slovenia before.
Right.
And then he wanted to move out of Canada. So like for me, I guess it wasn't really an option. Like who would go to Russia? Especially there. And he at that moment had way better results than me. So like he was the star, and then I kind of appeared.
So who matched you guys?
Zorn and Tatiana. Yeah,
That
because they were the coaches at the moment. And then when I arrived, so they liked everything. So then we decided to dance together.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how many years ago was that?
2012 we started. So 12 years, yeah.
Okay, I have a question because I've been thinking about this recently. And again, I stopped dancing when I was 15, so I never had this happen. But I'm curious, I see, people re-partner now, and I'm curious, especially as an adult, do you go for someone that, I mean, obviously the level of dancing has to be similar, but do you go for that person thinking this is going to be my life partner and I'm going to dance with them? Or do you go for the dance and then it happens? Because I've seen it both ways, and it seems weird to choose a dance partner based on like physical attraction or emotional attraction.
I don't know. I went for dancing.
Okay. You're also 15, I guess.
Yes, and then for me it was just about dancing. I didn't think about anything else actually, because I felt like a huge responsibility since I think I was 12, because the first time we moved out of my hometown, this was for my dancing. So my whole family sacrificed.
Yeah.
basically the comfortable life.
Right.
And then because my parents asked me when I was like almost 12, they asked me like, do you want to do it seriously? And I said yes. And then from that moment I said yes, I knew that there is no way back. So I felt the responsibility. So then when we moved to Slovenia, for me it was the same. For me it was just dancing. But I think that still the appearance is important. You need to like the person who you dance with. Of course, as a human being and as a personality, but I think that the factor that you like the appearance means a lot. Because also I think that to be honest, when Winson and Zoran and Tatiana were choosing the partner for Winson, they did look for the nice features of the body. So probably if I would be fat and short and whatever, like they would not take me. So I think that kind
dance,
of
dance still has parameters. Like for you to be good, you need
but
to
also
have
dancing is
certain
about
things
the
that are
beauty, I think.
usually,
So that's an important thing.
And I just found out this last night when I was sitting with Winson that you guys just stopped doing standard as well not that long ago.
Just.
I mean, I would have assumed that you stopped long time ago because I saw you first as a Latin couple that's like really good at Latin, so I assumed you gave that up, when you're 16 or something, but
no,
not the case.
2019, after we won Worlds, we did another, we won Worlds Dance, and then we had in about a month Worlds Ballroom, and then after that we stopped. Yeah, that was a little bit upsetting period for everybody. Yeah, a lot of emotions. Like, I mean, you are still very invested into the ballroom program too.
Yeah.
And I feel like our attendance was strong in both programs, so we were the couple that tried to keep up the ranking in both and tried to keep good dancing in both, even though we always lean towards Latin, but we were not the type of couple that didn't practice ballroom or did it like just before the comp for the dance. Like we still tried to maintain everything. So yeah, a lot of emotions, mixed feelings.
How did you guys pick?
We always knew it was going to be Latin.
Okay,
yeah.
You were just waiting for the time.
Yes, kind of.
Okay,
yeah.
Perfect. That makes sense. I mean, you guys are amazing.
Thank you so much.
Latin makes sense. I'm sure ballroom
But also,
was
like, come on, like, you gotta be realistic. Like, all those tall people, they're born for ballroom. Like, I know that there are many people who succeeded with being not super tall, but I don't know, for us, the heart was with Latin.
Yeah, 100%. I think Latin has more heart. I always enjoyed it more as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so what does your life look like now? Like, do you have a daily routine? Is your day consistent? Is it all over the place? Walk us through day in the life.
It really depends. Like, we try to schedule ourselves as much as we can because, of course, we need to practice. As long as you're an active dancer, this is a main priority. But then, of course, you need to work. And then our work is based on teaching and running a brand. We have a few new projects that we're working on that's not related to the teaching.
Oh, cool.
So hopefully if everything's gonna work out, you're all gonna see that.
Is it secret projects?
For now, yes, I'm not gonna speak a word.
Perfect.
Next podcast, okay?
Oh, there we go. Episode season 2.
Yes. So then, yeah, like for now we have the teaching and our kids and everything. So then.
So do you have a consistent I wake up at this time every day and I have this?
No.
Nothing.
Also, the thing that we live in Hong Kong makes it a little bit difficult to schedule the day, and many times we go to sleep really late. So maybe 2, 3 o'clock.
In the morning?
Yes, because sometimes I need to be still available for the calls, and in Europe that's the day evening time.
Right.
So
for L.O.A.D?
Yes, because we have the whole team working on this whole project.
Where's the team? Or where's the company based?
Well, it's based in Hong Kong.
Okay.
But we have because my closest team is my family.
Okay.
That's my dad is very involved in that.
Oh, nice.
My sister, because we have another branch of L.O.A.D which is for the dresses only. So that's me and my sister running together. So it takes a lot of talking, and then. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. That's amazing. What role do you play in L.O.A.D?
I would say a creative director.
Okay.
And I think that marketing at the moment is on me as well. On us with Winson. But I do look into every single department too.
Yeah.
That's just me. I'm a Scorpion. I gotta know what's going on everywhere.
That makes sense. Okay, fair. How's building a brand that's specifically for dance? And are you focused on just dance, ballroom Latin? Are you trying to expand to all dance, any type of dance
We
specifically?
have thoughts
the
of
plan?
expanding like into maybe the normal world as well.
Okay.
But we are for now staying in the ballroom dancing. At the moment, we're trying to expand into not to stay just in WDSF, but like expand into the other federations as well, because
Right.
I believe that that would be a good move.
Yeah.
We have actually quite a lot of people who love our brand from WDC,
Okay.
WDO. So I think that's
Yeah,
the
that
first
makes
way
sense.
of the development, and then we see where it goes.
What sets the brand apart?
I think that first of all, our products, you can wear them outside in the normal life, and that's quite a thing for us that we are trying to keep in mind, because especially that we live in Hong Kong, you actually almost whole day in the practice wear, because the way Hong Kong is like studio and then the studio and then the studio, and you run between all of them and then there's really no time to change.
Okay.
So in a way, like, I leave the apartment in my dance outfit and I still wanted to look not weird when I'm walking on the street. So like I feel like that's the first thing, and we're getting quite a lot of inspiration from the streetwear. That's especially for the men's side, and I think that quality is it's a good part of us.
Okay.
Yeah, because like for us, like before any item goes into the market, it takes 6 to 9 months to approve.
Wow.
So we go quite strong on the samples and everything, and then until it doesn't fit perfect, we don't release it.
And where do you produce it?
We have our tailors in China.
Okay.
Mainly it's there. Yeah, but it's still like it's not in Hong Kong,
Yeah,
like so
fair.
we have to go there.
Yeah. Oh, you go to
Yeah, we also go there.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Like we need to, as I said, I'm a Scorpion. I gotta know everything. We check on the process. Actually, like our last vlog is about that.
Oh, nice.
So
amazing. Yeah, I'm super curious to see the vlog. I know I'm getting really deep in the brand, but I'm really curious. When's the next collection coming up? Do you guys do seasons, collections? How do you do drops?
Yeah, the concept of our brand is that we don't really do collections. We go drop by drop, item by item.
Okay.
Because of the quality.
Okay.
So the idea is that we're trying to create a capsule wardrobe.
I love that.
Where you have the items that they're kind of not just following fashion, but they're staying in style. So I think that's why we have that way of presenting things.
And I saw that a lot of big names are wearing your stuff.
Yes.
Does that marketing approach work well enough to like have consistent sales from the dance world, or is it?
Well, they're definitely a part of the marketing process. And I'm happy they agreed to be a part of it.
Yeah.
But I believe that that's not enough, because I think that there must be a signature, clear way of how your brand is. So there has to be a face, a certain, like, like when I'm thinking of a certain brand, like I have a picture in my mind, I have a color in my mind.
Yeah.
When it's a really good brand, I feel like I know them well. I know what they're about, what is their story, and this is something we're working on right now.
Okay.
For sure, because I also understand that I'm not going to be dancing forever.
Mm-hmm.
So what do I leave after my dancing?
Yeah.
Yeah. And how will that brand survive without me dancing?
Okay.
So, like, I mean, I connect it in this way, and I feel like I get this idea from my personal dancing as well, because I want to leave a mark in the dance world. I don't want to be just another couple or another girl that was dancing, but I want that people know me for something.
Do you know for what?
I think the special thing about our couple is the charisma, and I feel like the charismatic dancers, they always stay in the memory. I would like to inspire the young dancers to dance, not to stop, and I want them to believe that even when it's hard, you can still make it, because we've had ups and downs, obviously, and I think if you believe and you work for it, for sure you can do it.
What was the lowest low, the hardest point in your career?
Hard to say, because I feel like hardest moments, they can be connected to different things. So, for example, one of the hardest moments mentally, like I felt very empty, it was after winning World's Dance.
Wow.
Because you're kind of living up to that title, you're expecting that it's gonna change your life, it's gonna be everything, and then once you actually hold the trophy and you're standing on the top, you understand that this is it. Like what more?
Right.
Like, this is what I've been waiting for. Obviously, I'm very happy we achieved that, right? But like, you kind of like, when you're working for the goal, you don't see what's beyond. So that's the first lesson I learned. Like,
it's a good lesson. Yeah.
Then, like, there has to be something more than just that cup and that win. And I feel like just to become a champion and not to make any kid want to do it, or anyone like stand up from the audience and like not inspire anybody by that, but by that win, that's a useless win.
Yeah, that's interesting.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I feel like, yeah, then the next part was probably a couple of years ago. Like, results became quite unstable. There were some reasons to that, but we made it.
We made it to the other side.
We made it.
I mean,
so.
I feel like consistency, if you look, more or less, yes, there's some talented people, but if you take anyone at 5 and they train consistently,
yes,
at some point they're going to get good, right?
Yes.
And I think that one of the biggest differences to get to a certain point is how consistent are you?
Yes.
Are you willing to do it for 20 years?
Absolutely.
You're going to be good.
Consistency is the key
after 20
to
years,
everything.
no matter what.
Absolutely anything you do.
Yeah.
That's what I believe.
Do you think charisma can be taught?
Hard question. Because actually we had a conversation recently with Winson about that. And I believe that you're born with it. But I think everybody has it.
Okay.
It's just, the point is that if you can find it in yourself and develop it. So sometimes if you're lucky enough to find a team of people who help you on the way, and they can spotlight that thing about you, and then they can help you to develop that, then you're the luckiest person, I think.
Yeah,
so,
for sure. And who was that for you?
Winson.
Wow, that's... Okay, I would have expected a teacher to be that, but that makes
no,
sense.
No, I get the inspiration from him because I find him very charismatic.
Yeah.
That's something that I liked from the beginning about him, and he was funny, and it kind of like all translated to the dance floor from his young age. Like when I saw those videos when he was a little kid, dancing with that pink shirt with a... He said he had a corset under.
You told me about that last
right?
night. That's crazy.
So, like, it was so charismatic. It was, like, cute, and at the same time, like, he was, like, challenging, you know?
Okay.
He was taking it.
Yeah.
And so he was always inspiring me. So whatever goes on, like, he was my inspiration, and I feel like he was always there for me.
I love that.
So, yeah, I think it's like that. But also, like, I think we're very lucky with each other, because I think... at this point, when we grew older, and especially we grew older together, we are able to spotlight the good parts of each other, and then be the support and the back for each other.
That's amazing.
So, yeah.
What do you think 10 years from now looks like? 2034.
I hope by then I will finish my dance career.
Okay.
I hope by then I'll have a kid.
Is the kid gonna dance?
Yes, but not with me.
Okay.
Probably I will figure out to... Actually, I will let my kid try everything.
Yeah. Are you still in Hong Kong?
Maybe. Okay. I cannot say I don't like the city.
Okay, I've never been.
It's very busy. It's a huge contrast to Europe. I would say it's like those megapolises, like where you have everything. It's like things are going, they're moving. There's like so many changes in the moment that it's just like, actually for me, it's at this moment, it's exciting and inspiring. Okay. So when it's too flat, I'm like getting bored.
Right. It seems nice to just have so much dance around you and so many good dancers. Because I don't know anywhere else. Yeah. Like I can't think of anyone else that lives in any other city that's like, I bump into dancers on the street.
Yeah. All the time.
Maybe like New York if you're a different kind of dancer. Like I danced one year in New York and I felt like I saw people coming in and out of the studios all the time. Yeah. But not Ballroom or Latin.
Yeah, I think Hong Kong is like a dance hub. Like,
that's really cool.
Everyone is there, or at least everyone is passing Hong Kong.
Yeah, that makes
also,
sense.
Like, it's a concentration of great teachers. It's concentration of great professional dancers. So only those practices that we are doing, they're so inspiring. And I think that just by practicing next to the great dancers, you already improve.
Yeah.
So it's all about the environment. It's, as they say, like, you want to be rich, like, surround yourself with five
Right.
rich people, you'll be the sixth. Same with like smart or a great dancer too. So it's a big inspiration.
That's amazing. What do you do to keep healthy? Like all of your routines, innards, outside,
Sleep.
Okay, sleep.
But not enough. I wish I could do more
Right.
of that. Yeah, I don't know. This is actually the thing that I think I lack on. Like, I'm grateful for good health that I have because I recover pretty fast, but it's not that I do something very specific for
Okay.
that. Like, I just try to sleep, and my mom is always worried if I ate because...
That's a very like mom thing.
Yes, but like sometimes, like, if I'm full of work or let's say if I'm stressed, I don't eat. Like, for me, it's just like the food doesn't go in.
Do you watch what you eat, or you just eat whatever?
No, not really.
What do you enjoy?
Korean barbecue.
Okay, nice.
Yes, all the Asian food actually. It's all the influence from Winson.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, he seems like a massive foodie.
Oh,
I just
very.
want to go eat with him to
Yeah,
to
you should.
experience
Next
that.
time you're in Hong Kong,
Yeah.
let's go together.
We'll go eat for
Yeah.
sure. All right, I have 3 rapid fire questions. Do you like to read?
Yes.
Perfect. What's the last book you read?
The last book that I read was 48 Laws of Power.
Favorite place to relax?
Sauna or the beach.
Hot.
Yes, hot.
Something hot. And then what are 3 things that you can't leave home without?
My brain.
Literally, you can't leave home
Yeah,
without
I
it.
can't live without that. I think my phone and keys.
Okay. Very like
Easy.
utilitarian things.
Yeah, I think so.
How about when you travel? Like when you go
Um,
to a competition or a camp here? Like, are you like, I have to get my hair drier because it's specific
no,
or nothing?
No, I'm very.
Very easy.
I can survive.
I love it. Perfect. What are the next things sort of happening in your life?
Now, when we come back, we have a ranking on Thursday in Hong Kong. Nothing crazy. And then in December, we have a final Grand Slam. So we're looking forward for that
Okay.
because it always feels like more special, more grand. So yeah.
Where is it?
In Shanghai.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, it's been a pleasure sitting down with you, and I'm looking
Thank you
forward
so
to
much.
just sitting down in Hong Kong and
Absolutely.
eating Korean barbecue.
You're welcome.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.